So now we're going to start episode 4, which is the conclusion to the first session, to session 0. And in this episode, it's fun shenanigans the whole way through. We are preparing to do session 1. I'm having to write a lot of story for session 1, depending on which way the players decide to go. So that has been pushing it back. General things in life have been pushing it back, right? We are going to have a 5th player join, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So do be sure to check out the live stream for whenever session 1 comes about. And of course, I will be making these episodes from session 1 as well.
Now that we have some free time, why don't you tell us exactly how and how you get to fight with us?
So I have this really cool ability of being... Oh yeah, well that too, but... of being able to extract elements from certain items and apply them to enemies for you guys. So if somebody wanted to cause a certain reaction, if they give me the right item, I can pull the element out of it and put that element on the enemy before they attack.
Alright, so what's the first dendro item we get?
Oh, I don't know the specific items. You've got to... If you give me one, I can try and extract it. If I fail extracting it, though, the item's broken. I can't save it. But if I succeed in extracting it, then I can apply that element to the enemy.
Got it. So Arya takes her bow out and then charges a shot. And then I look at Momo. So can you extract this arrow that is now infused with cryo?
I can't. It has to be a naturally occurring item.
Okay. So I uncharge my bow and I put it back in my backpack.
But did you have a question for me?
I do, and I don't want you to take any offense.
You okay? I love you guys.
If we go back to Catherine, how much money would it cost to buy box 3?
Oh, actually, I can kind of tell. Those are already gone. Other adventurers got them. You're stuck with me for good.
Great. Thank you.
You're gonna kill us all, by the way.
I know.
By the way, Momo.
I know that we're just gonna be the bestest of friends, like forever and ever and ever. And my name is Man. It's not Momo. It's Man.
Yeah, Momo is better than this.
I wrote down Momo. Not gonna lie.
What, is this what you consider Momo? How dare you?
Okay, I look at Mon and I tell him, Mon, have you seen a bard around this statue? I'm just curious.
A bard? No, this is only my second time coming to this statue. I was fished out of the lake further north of here. I wasn't fished out of here. Like I was fished out of the big lake, or it might even be an ocean. I don't remember what the water tastes like. It might have been salty.
What type of items he can extract element from?
So it has to be an element. If you give me an element, if you give me an item, I can tell you whether or not I feel something coming from it and whether or not I might be able to extract it. But like he said when you were feeling the boxes, it's about a 50-50 chance that I'll be able to extract the element.
Oh my god.
I look at Artemis and it's Mon is probably talking about like those electrocrystals that rocks. Maybe like any like materials like those.
Maybe so. I'd have to like see it or you give it to me.
We should give him the slime drops if we ever find any.
Oh, the slime drops? I tried those before. Those don't quite do it. There's a little bit of elemental energy, but not a ton. Not enough for me to pull it out of there. It would take a really, really good fighter companion to be able to pull it out of those.
Okay, before we leave,
I hate you so much right now.
Aria walks up to the river and washes her carrot. So now I'm gonna write down on my character sheet like clean.
Wash carrot.
Out of context, that sounds hilarious.
Great, thank you. Can I do an investigation check for a cooking spot?
Oh yeah, if you want to cook something, there's a furnace outside of the Good Hunter back in Mondstadt that we can cook at.
Great, but there's not one here.
No. Now, if you want a portable stove, you might be able to get like a blacksmith to make one for you if you get the right materials.
Okay.
No.
Oh, before we
It
leave,
sounds
also,
like yes.
What was that for, Zach? Did you just realize something?
Arya runs to the statue 7 once more, and then tries to catch one of the crystal flies flying around there.
You need to roll an investigation check to see if there are any there.
Oh yeah.
So roll me an investigation check.
Okay. So I approach and then I do an investigation.
Roll me that investigation check.
I got you. Hold on.
Gosh, Cloud's skipping some of my notes. Did you get a copy of my notebook?
It is. Oh my God, Arya.
What'd you roll?
It's a 9. It's a 4 plus 5, 9.
So Arya approaches the statue of 7 and sees something kind of glimmering, but it's out of the corner of her eye. She can't quite make it out.
God damn it.
Maybe
Can
if
I investigate?
you sure can investigate. You approach the statue of 7, and you need to roll me an investigation check.
15.
A 15? So
15 plus 5.
So Lahaba notices that what Arya was noticing was, in fact, a crystal fly, which is a little tiny fly that has a crystal on its back. Arya, what would you like to do with this crystal fly?
I make...
Arya or Lahaba, what would you like to do with this crystal fly?
Oh, actually, I look at Lahaba and I tell her, quick, catch the crystal fly before it leaves.
Okay, I run after the crystal fly and jump to catch it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Great. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Plus your modifier.
18.
18. So Lahaba jumps up in the air, grabbing the crystal fly, and as she grabs for it, part of the crystal fly kind of dissolves away, and all that she's left with in her hand is the crystal of the crystal fly. And as you're looking at it in your hand, Mon flies up from behind you and goes, "Oh, those are really, really cool. What these can do is if one of you reaches 0 HP in a fight, this can bring you back."
You did not make these fairies from Legend of Zelda.
What?
No, actually, that's crazy.
What?
So Lahaba, put that crystal fly into your bag. And as you're doing so, Mon says, "By the way, you can't bring somebody back in combat. You have to wait until after it's done to bring the person back."
Got it.
May I heal up at the statue of 7?
You can, in fact, all heal up. I will tell you that there will be no fighting before you get back to Mondstadt.
That's fine.
I will still heal.
So, everybody is full HP. Go ahead and I'm just going to pretend like Dog is over here too. Everybody is full HP.
Timeout.
What is your timeout for? I mean, I know that we need to order dinner, but...
Well, not that. I need 2 seconds. My adventurer friends. Mon can extract an element from an item. What item, we don't know. And then she can apply it to an enemy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So...
Wait. Oh, before
Go ahead.
we leave again, I would like to do an investigation check around the statue 7 to see if there's any elemental rocks or materials around.
So go ahead and roll me that investigation check.
And it is 14 plus 5, 19.
19? Nice. No, there are none.
Damn. Alright, I tried.
You know for certain that there are none because of that high roll.
I think in the game there is some though, no?
Well, there's
It's
not
down
here.
in the water. It's down in the water, I think.
They're not here.
Okay. Okay, keep going. Okay.
So Mon looks at you guys and says, well, now that we finished this, now that we've got your visions, we should probably return back to Mondstadt and let Catherine know, so that way we can finish our first official quest as adventurers. What do you guys say? Yeah, Arya, you're running a little fast. Why are you running from me?
Arya turned back around. My bad. That sounds good.
I wasn't done talking. If you want, I can sit next to you the whole way back, and I can tell you about my favorite.
we just leave. We just leave Mon behind. As she's like mid like conversation.
On the way back. Yeah. When we go back, I want to use an investigation check on the way.
Okay, so as we are walking away from the Statue of Seven, walking back up to the path. We get up to the path where we had walked down, and Artemis wants to run an investigation check in this area. Go ahead and roll me said investigation check.
15.
A 15. So you notice that there are a couple of flowers. They almost look like a flower that might be a little sweet, also known as a sweet flower. And then a little further back, you notice that there is another plant, one that you haven't really seen too much. And it looks a little different. It's almost like there's heat coming off of it, almost like pyro coming off of it. And it is, in fact,
doggy to hit it.
There is no doggy here, but there is.
Oh, sorry, I don't know the name. So.
Wow.
Wilo.
There is a Wilo here.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
I'm asking Wilo to hit the heat flower to cool it off so I can grab a salmon.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and roll me.
What happened?
Go ahead and roll me a strength check. No, I'm going to say a dexterity check. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
2.
A 2. So you do a charge shot at this flower, missing it. And you are unable to hit it.
I look at Artemis and say, I got this. So I take my bow and take a charged cryo shot at the flower.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. And this is, in case you're wondering, in case there is any question about what it is, this right here is the plant that you are looking at.
It's 10 plus 3. So
is what I thought it was. Okay, yeah.
A 13. As you hit it, you notice that the flame kind of dissipates a little bit, making it cool enough to touch.
I walk up and grab it.
Okay, so you pick up the flower or the fire stamen plant. You pick up the bulb of it. So you may now put the flaming flower stamen into...
What do we call this?
The flaming flower stamen. Say that 10 times fast.
That is not gonna fit.
Into just put flame flower. Put flame flower.
Okay.
Into your bag. And Mon looks at you and says, "You know, I can feel a lot of elemental energy coming from whatever you just grabbed."
All right.
Ooh.
Arya takes notes.
I would also like someone to grab these sweet flowers, or I'll just...
There are 2 sweet flowers. Who would like to grab them?
Do they count as one bag slot, or are they separate?
No, it's one item times 2.
Okay.
So 2 bag slot?
No, you could put sweet flower times 2 in 1 bag slot.
Okay.
I'll grab them.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check as you bend down.
The bag slot matters. Got it.
Yes, it does.
My handwriting's too big for this. I'm keeping notes.
And I'll fill it out for you.
Yeah, you're ready for this one? 19 plus 6.
19 plus 6. So you bend down, you grab the flowers, you're able to get them all intact. You don't break one along the way, and there are no whopper flowers hidden.
Oh, You just had to throw that in there. I almost forgot those to happen.
So, with your investigation check earlier, though, you do not spot anything else. And Mon looks and says, okay, guys, I guess we should just kind of keep going back to Mondstadt, huh?
Sounds
Can I
good.
use knowledge of the game real quick?
Do
On
what?
the way back at the... So, can I use my knowledge of the game real
Of
quick?
course, you may.
On the way back at the crossroads where we first were after leaving Mondstadt, I know there's a campfire there.
There is a
I know
campfire
that-
there.
I was about to say that too.
There is, in fact, a campfire. It is actually right up around here that there
It
is
right where we are.
the campfire. And as you walk up, you notice that there is another adventurer standing beside this campfire. And she looks at you and she says, oh, hi, friends. Me, I'm an adventurer, and I love to come out here and I love to cook. If you guys ever need to use my campfire, you go right on ahead and use it.
I would like to ask the adventurer if she has any recipes to share with us.
So the adventurer says, you know, I might have one or two. Lahaba, will you please roll me a charisma check?
Okay, yes.
What did you roll?
16 plus 5.
So the adventurer looks at you and says, you know, I heard that if you take fowl and sweet flowers and you cook them together, you can actually make a really good chicken recipe.
Ooh.
But I don't really know of anywhere around here to get fowl other than buying some at Good Hunter.
So for the fowl and sweet flour recipe, does it do anything extra for you, or is it just a tasty meal?
You know, for me, it's just a tasty meal. And as she's finishing that sentence, Mon comes in and says, it'll heal about 3 HP for you.
Thank you, Mon.
No problem, bestie.
I look at Artemis and,
Alright.
and say, hey, why don't you give the sweet flower to Lahaba? So she can make
I
a
hand
this
over
fowl dish.
the sweet flowers.
So the adventurer...
Foul.
Yeah, who does have the fowl?
I do.
Okay.
Lahaba does.
So the
Oh,
adventurer looks over and says, wow, you guys do have fowl? Where did you get it from? Maybe I can get some from there.
Little boy Timmy.
I look over to the left and point at the bridge.
As you
Little boy
do,
Timmy.
2 more pigeons land on the bridge.
Ooh.
What would you guys like to do?
Wait. We still need to... Lahaba, why don't you try giving the adventure so the adventure could cook it for you?
Yeah, I can cook while somebody shoots some more fowl. How about that?
That's fine.
I would like to cook, but it doesn't matter right now. Just make it start happening.
Okay, so who is going to go over and try to shoot more of Timmy's birds?
I walk up to the bridge and take out my bow for a charge shot.
Okay, there are 2 pigeons there. If you roll a 17 or higher, I will let you hit both.
I have an idea. Can I dash into them and paralyze them with the electro?
If you dash into them, you will kill them. And you will have to
Okay.
roll an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let me try it.
I draw my bow and put the arrow back.
And you see Artemis trying to dash past you to the middle of the bridge. Artemis, roll me a dexterity check. You have to beat. I'm gonna say you have to beat a 12. No. Hang on, don't tell me yet. You have to beat a 15.
So I rolled an 18, and I have a +6 to dexterity.
Okay. Okay, so Artemis, you dash in, and as you come out of the ground with Electro, you are able to kill both of these pigeons. They are none the wiser. They are too foul on the ground.
Yes. I turn over to Lahaba, who's cooking currently, and I like have my fist up and like cheering
As
to let her know
Yeah.
that you have it.
Arya, as you turn back around to see what Artemis is doing, as Artemis is trying to pick up these two fowl, you see right at the end of the bridge, little Timmy staring there with a look of horror on his face as you have just watched him kill more of his best friends.
I wave from the campfire and say, "Great job, guys! Keep it coming!"
There are no more pigeons in the vicinity of this bridge right now.
I turn back around and go back to the campfire.
So I go back to the campfire and I look at Mon and I ask, "Hey, is there by the river near Mondstadt the river in front of us? Is there any fishes nearby?"
There can be some fishes in the water. Yeah, I think it kind of depends, though, like, how quiet you guys are. But seeing that other one just destroy those pigeons, all the fish swam away.
Okay, that sucks. Got it. Thank you, Mon.
Oh, no problem, bestie.
Okay, how many fowl do I have now? I have 3 fowl, and then I have how many sweet flower did you originally give me?
2.
2? Okay, so I would like to make 2 chicken dishes and then return 1 fowl to Artemis.
Okay, so roll me a, let me see what I want these to be. We're gonna make these a performance check. You're trying to perform. I know that's not normally what it would probably be under. It'd probably be under just a regular dexterity check, but I'm gonna call it a performance check. I'm gonna use that's gonna use charisma. Never mind. We are gonna use dexterity. So just roll me a dexterity check. You've got to beat a 10 to cook a dish correctly. At least this simple
am I
of a
rolling
dish.
once?
Roll twice. 2 d20s.
Okay, I got 10 plus 4.
Okay, so you do successfully create this recipe.
And then I have 13 plus 4.
Okay, so again, you do successfully cook both of these. And let me get the official spelling for you. It is a sweet madame's sweet. Let's see here, I'm pulling up a picture real quick. That way you can see it. There we go. So this is the dish that you just cooked. It is called a sweet madame. If you want to put 2 in your inventory and then give 1 of the fowl back to Artemis. Yes, Artemis, what is your question?
Is this a normal dish, a perfect dish, or signature
This
dish?
is a normal dish.
Are you sure? My rolls were real high there.
Yeah, you got to roll a 20, a nat 20.
Whatever.
Damn.
Hey, we just got information for free, guys.
You did just get information for free. So you now make sure that you put those in your inventory as I see Arya going across the bridge back into Mondstadt.
Yeah, I yell out to the group, "Come on, guys! The sun is not gonna get any brighter."
Okay, weirdo.
So you guys cross the bridge back into Mondstadt, and as you're entering Mondstadt, you walk right in front of Catherine, and she looks at you as you guys walk past her and says, "Ad Astra Abyssosque, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How did it go?"
Can I do something?
Yes, go ahead.
So, as we're passing by the bridge, I wave the last fowl we have Timmy.
Timmy sheds a tear, and his tear hits the ground. As he yells back at you, "I'll tell mommy about you too."
Oh, you actually have parents?
He does have parents. The parents are in the square in Genshin.
Okay, sorry. He has a brother, but his father left.
Yeah, so his mom. Yeah.
Damn
Is
it.
it the parents over? Is it the parents over
God
here?
damn it.
No,
How
the
dare
parents
you.
are in here. They're like up here next
Oh.
to the blind girl, and then
Oh,
sometimes down in the square. So, Catherine then Catherine then says,
Just let me have it.
"Were you successful in obtaining your visions?
Yep. I take my vision and I show her.
Congratulations, you four are officially adventurers with the Adventurers Guild in Tevat. I wish you all the best. Now, you guys should go get some rest. You've had a long and tiring day, I'm sure. Next time that you guys are looking for a quest, be sure to stop by here and see what commissions have been submitted for our newest adventuring party. Now, I will let you explore Mondstadt if you wish, or we can end it here.
Wait, okay, before we end it, Arya walks up to the hunters.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Come back.
what-
Come back. I forgot one
Oh.
thing. As Catherine congratulates you, she says, for completing this quest, here is your reward of 100 mora each. As well as a pack of dandelion seeds. And
Pack of
One
dandelions.
pack. per
one single pack. Who would like it in their inventory?
I look at Lahaba and say, she can have it.
So
Okay.
Catherine hands it to Lahaba, and as Lahaba is grabbing it to put it in her bag, Mon says, "Oh, I feel some elemental energy coming from those too."
Okay.
Can I ask Mon what elemental energy she feels? Which element?
Genshin knowledge would tell you it's animo. I feel like Liz is gonna come in here and punch me.
I was about to say, what does relationship knowledge tell you?
It would be animo. So,
Okay,
now, you guys are free to explore. You're free to ask questions. Go around. If there's anything in Mondstadt that you want to ask, Mon will be happy to answer.
Can I ask God a question?
You can ask God a question.
Okay, great. I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
On my original character sheet, I had a space that told me my level. On my second character sheet, I do not have a level.
So, something else that
Wait, no. That's
you should have a
backwards.
level.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you should have a level 1 now.
That's backwards. Yes.
Whenever the session ends, I'll go ahead and do it now. I was going to do it whenever the session ends. Everybody gains 20 experience going up to level 2. All 4. Everybody's HP goes up by 5. Everybody's max HP goes up by 5.
Wait, what level are we?
You're now
2?
level 2. As well as getting a stat point that can either go into attack, defense, EM, ER, or HP.
wait,
so-
how many experience points do you get?
You get 20 experience points, taking you up to 25, making you now level 2.
Got it.
And then 5 HP points.
And then 5 HP. Everybody's max HP goes up by 5. And you
Okay.
get a single stat point to put right under your name on your character sheet. There's attack, defense, EM, ER, HP. You can change.
How many points do we get for
1.
stats?
You get 1
Okay.
stat point to put into a stat. Now, next to your name, to the right, below where it says your element, it says what your damage scales off of.
Oh, right under vision element?
Yeah. For instance, Lahaba says EM scale stat is her scale stat. Now, Lahaba's healing is based on her HP. Her damage is based on her EM. Yes, Zach,
No,
there's
I'm-
a very specific reason that you go off of EM. And that is for when Dendro gets introduced. I am helping you by making your skill stat EM. Do you know why I banned Dendro
too much damage early.
Do you know what Hyper Bloom would be like with you being able to dart around and hit blooms?
Hey, when do
It
I get
sounds
to
like
do this in
a
game?
good-
That's why Dendro's banned in Mondstadt.
Okay.
So before
Actually-
we go to sleep, Arya sneaks up
You're gonna do it, aren't you?
up the road, avoiding people, and does an investigation check to see if Good Hunter is alone or not.
So you roll me an investigation check. Just roll 1d20. Okay, a 15 plus your modifier.
Yeah, 20. Oh, it's 5.
Okay.
15 plus 5, yeah.
So, as you go up to Good Hunter, you notice that the owner of Good Hunter is behind the counter and is cooking furiously. You look at the tables that are out in front of it, and there are people sitting at every single table enjoying their food. What do you wish to do?
I go back to my group with disappointment.
Just because I tried to steal somebody's food off the table. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and end it. We will start next session with questions. Let you guys explore Mondstadt a little bit before we get going from there. I will end it there. Everybody got their level. Everybody put their stat point, hey, thanks for the follow, into one of those stats that was on their character sheet. And then I will explain how that all works whenever we start up the next one.